Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. A very happy Christmas to one and all if you celebrate it. I am recording this video on Christmas Eve actually, but we'll go live today, Christmas Day, because I'm going to be with my family. So I hope you're all having a lovely day. This video today, I'm going to be going over my Premier Division Custom tactics. I have pretty much religiously used this formation since the game came out. I actually quite like the 4-3-3 on this compared to a game like FC. There's a lot about it that's really good. In this video, I'm going to go through what I like about it. I might show you some gameplay clips and go through my tactics and how I've got it set up. Just for proof, anyone new to the channel, I'm Premier Division. I'm ranked 6th at the moment. A new thing that I've started to do, someone asked me in a video before, why have you blocked someone? Blocking someone doesn't do anything on this game. It doesn't make you less likely to match them. I'm not doing that to try and make it so I can't match someone. It's now my rat meter. So if I block someone, it means that I think they're a rat. So when I play against them, I'll be ready for all they're going to do is either time waste, cross to literally only cross, things like that. If you don't like me saying that about someone, fair enough. That's up to you. That's what I'm going to do. This guy, literally all he did all game was cross to Saul off at the back post to try to do knockdowns. Yeah, got a pretty good record. Pretty much every loss I get at the moment is just to people crossing and heading it. It's very RNG. I can't wait for the patch to come out in mid-January. I'm trying to grind the game still. I'm honestly not playing as much as I want to, because one, the XP and progression is not the best, but two, it's not very rewarding really at the moment, the gameplay, and hopefully the meta does drastically change. Yeah, I feel like every loss when I look at it, every single loss that I've got on there is to people other than Mayo, and I did beat him. Yeah, every single loss was just everyone was spamming headers and crosses. Like Richie and Gallo on there, very good players, but this one in particular, the 2-1 loss, really close game, and I just lost to a silly header that I marked. It's really frustrating. I use crossing and heading a bit. The 4-3-3 is very good at that if you really want to abuse the crossing and heading. As you can see there, the way my team's set up, Zaire Emery, Mbappe, Messi, it's not built to just cross. I like to have quite mixed gameplay. I really like the team. My fullbacks are there to try stop the crossing. My centre-back's the same. Locatelli's decent in the air. My wingers, though, and striker, they're a decent mix, have a bit of everything. So the game plan, I play 4-3-3 holding. I honestly maybe should experiment with a more pressing tactic. This is what I've got. I still use the 4-3-3 holding for the Ultra, though. And I do have the 4-1-4-1 to see out again, but I never really use it, to be honest. This tactic is pretty similar to probably what I posted a couple of weeks ago. I've not changed it too much. If I ever post a tactic or formation on here, it will be one that I'm using. The defensive style balanced. I've not really experimented with the others. Honestly, press on heavy touch maybe could be decent. I might even make this my defensive one, because I don't even use defensive one. This is just a long-term thought I'm thinking out loud, and then make my balanced one that's like press on heavy touch, and then my ultra, my constant pressure. But this is what I'm using. Honestly, the width on defence in this game is a bit broken. I have ultra width of defence. You'd think your fullbacks are nearly hugging the touchline. They're not. The switch is still on even with 10 width of defence. It's really frustrating. My depth of defence is fairly high. It allows me to press. I had been using fast attack nearly the whole time the game's been out. I used balance for the last few days. I quite like it. It does give me a bit more balance in attack. Ultra, it's just constant pressure up the depth, basically. Don't really use the defence one. For the duties, I've seen people before say, that these should help. I've had balanced on my sweeper keeper. Honestly, I maybe should put passive on. It says don't take risks and rarely intercept passes or crosses. That's probably a mistake on my end that I've got balanced on. The problem is though, you could go active and the keeper could come and get crosses and then they can just miss the ball. You could go balanced, it's a bit of both, or you could go passive and they don't come for any. But then, with the way crossing and heading is on this game, if they don't come for it and the person wins the header, they've scored. Whereas if you have passive, they're not going to get that stupid thing where they just miss it. It's really hard. I honestly don't know. I'm going to actually, I've had it on balance. I'm going to experiment with passive again. It's not something I'd actually changed in a while. We're going to see if passive actually can help with that. I might try that for 10 games. If that doesn't work, I might go to active and see if they can completely stop the crosses with that. I'll be interested to see. For my fullbacks, I have don't cross the halfway line. Unfortunately, if your fullbacks have anything other than that, the stamina is absolutely awful and they just get caught out of position. So do that for them. I think the centre backs is just the default one. For my defensive mid, I have him on don't cross the halfway line. He still does, but I want him to effectively sit back a little bit more. My two centre mids are on support the attack. I think they're just the default, to be honest. My wingers attacking runs and stay up front. I don't really want them getting back and wasting stamina on that. I want them to, on this meta where you can switch it constantly. I want them to stay up front, be in a great position where I can just instantly switch it to them and then start running at my opponent. My strikers on attacking runs. I don't have him on stay up front because I think when they're on balance, they just help a little bit more in the build-up. I find this works really well, gives you lots of options. You've got the cut inside with the wingers. You've got two centre mids on the edge of the box. You've got a fairly solid defence. Let's show you some gameplay. Honestly, I don't fully know which are my goals or which this is an example of good play, by the way. Chip through ball down to Mbappe. Wait till you see this miss. This is where the dribbling can be really good like that. This is where I'm saying that the finishing needs to be fixed. Mbappe should never be missing this. I ended up going a goal down a few minutes. I think he ended up battering me this game, but it's just demotivating when players miss that. But that is an example of how this formation genuinely can work. Trying to think which good clips to use. I clip a lot of random stuff on this game. But you can see here how the formation lines up. You've got the centre mids outside. That was a pretty crazy goal. I don't really use this cross at all. I don't know why it went to my centre mid there. This is a tactic some people actually build their game around there, where they go to the wing, they cross to the edge of the box, they have someone like Havertz there, they knock it down to the striker. That's not what I was even trying there. I wanted it to go to Haaland. Look at this first time finish from Haaland. That is absolutely crazy. But the 4-3-3 is really good for that. That was a silly goal we conceded. I've always got that chip through ball on. Mbappe there. And then one thing I really like is with the two wingers, they occupy defenders and then you can pass it in strikers' feet. And that finesse is always on. It's really good. Gonna assume I probably switch it. No, okay, I get running. Yeah, Mbappe is amazing at this. The fake shot here is really good. There you go. That's always a pretty good option. Let's watch this clip. Press is pretty good in this formation too. Nice quick passing. Nice touch. Bang. I'm always looking for the finesse. It's really good on this game. You can see the skill gap there. This opponent had 65% passing and was still 3-3 at this point. Oosh. Strike is really good there. You can see there what this formation is trying to do. It's trying to cut inside. It's got the crossing option. It's got finesse. You can dribble at people. You can switch. You can sit deep. You can press. The striker is really key, though. I think the first touch skill, where you shots are better on the first touch, is really useful. Yeah, really like it. Hopefully, this tactic helps you out. I think it's a pretty fun one. I think as well it will be good when the patch comes in because it doesn't just rely on crossing and heading. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you're having a great Christmas. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.